Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in to Code Black Facts. You guys know I love you and appreciate you. So, I'm coming to you today because I want to talk about this child support video that's been going around where this woman has taken her child off of child support. Um, and she basically explains why, and the video has went viral. And so I wanted to go over the video along with other videos and just kind of break down the mindset of what we are seeing. um Let me put it on the screen really quickly. But yeah, so I wanted to break down the mindset of what we're seeing here, and then there are other videos that I want to talk about as well. So you guys stay tuned, hold tight, don't go nowhere because I have some really good things to say. And I think that some of these points you guys have not heard before because I haven't heard them. So let's just go ahead and play the video. We'll come back and we'll just get right into everything. Actually, let me play my intro first. So let's do the intro first, and then we'll come back and we'll get into everything.
For tonight?
I'm rooting for everybody black. I am betting on black tonight.
Lovely. You look great.
Welcome to Code Black Facts, where we talk about all things black to include news and viral videos, mental health, self-love, self-care, self-development, black women issues, crime stories, and black history. If you are interested in any of these topics, please subscribe to my channel, like, share, and don't forget to comment below. Thank you.
Say it's a black thing, run deep in the roots. Blacker the berry, baby, the sweeter the juice.
All right, and we are back. So let me go ahead and play this video, and then I'll play the next two videos, and then I'll break down this woman's mindset because there is a mindset behind why she did this. And I think that, as someone who understands the mind, who understands, behaviors and psychology and the actions behind it all, I think that it's worth breaking down.
So I decided to take my son's father off of child support because it was causing turmoil in our co-parenting relationship. Recently, I looked up a few places for him to get his CDL so that he could possibly start his own trucking company, or he can even carry loads and make money for himself. What I decided was, you know what, Brittany, let me change my mindset. Let me help him help us take care of our child. And that's co-parenting.
All right, so let me go to the next video. Give me a second here while I pull up the next video so that you guys can view the next one. And then there's one more after this one. And then
so I went to the child support office to take.
Give me a second because it just started right away. So let's pull this video up. There we go. And
so I went to the child support office to take my son's father off of child support because I felt like it was causing us turmoil in our co-parenting relationship. Why would I do that if it's causing us turmoil? Because child support causes you turmoil because it makes everything about the money. When you don't get your child support check, it's about the money. You get mad. Oh, well, he's not doing this. He's not doing that this week. Everything else don't matter. Everything else that he did, it doesn't matter. That's what it was doing to me in my mind. So for me as a mature woman now, taking my son's father off of child support is the best option for me. And now he has our son right now for spring break. And I'm not bothered. I got my time alone and he's doing his part. You have to mature and let people do their part. Don't make it about the money. Once you make it about the money, it's no longer about the child.
okay, let's go to the next video. And after that, we will break down all three videos one by one. And so I'll tell you guys, I'll give you guys,
So I
my,
took my son's father
I
off of
hate
child
that it
support.
does that. It starts right away when I click on it. I really dislike that. All right. So here's the third video.
So I took my son's father off of child support because I feel like it would be um, better for our co-parenting relationship. It was causing us a lot of turmoil. And then what I did was I had to look at my own life, and I noticed that, you know what? It's stunting my growth as well, because I'm trying to move on in life into another relationship, but no man wants to be with a woman who is coming with drama, especially baby father drama.
Bam. There's the reason right there. No man wants to be with a woman that has drama, especially baby daddy drama. That's it right there. In the last video, she mentioned that her growth was being stunted because of the turmoil that was going on between her and the child's father. Now, I want you guys to take that in because, see, she in one video, she tells us she did it so that it could help her help him. But of course, I looked deeper than that. I knew it was more to that. And I don't think that she realizes that she is the epitome. I don't think she realizes what she's saying inadvertently, right? Inadvertently, what she was saying was that she put her child's father on child support because she was angry, bitter, mad, upset that he pumped and dumped her, probably. That's why she put him on child support. That's what she's not telling us. And see, if those are the reasons why she put or any woman, not just her, but any woman, if those are the reasons any woman would put a man who is taking care of his children financially, emotionally, psychologically, in every way, spiritually, in every way, then there's no reason to put that man on child support. So I don't think that she really understand what she's doing. What she just said. She put him on child support because she was bitter, angry, mad, doing it out of malice. She literally just is representing the epitome of that, because otherwise there was no reason to put that man on child support. If that man was completely capable of taking care of his child and you went down there to the child support office and you put him on child support, you're wrong. And what she now again, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm going off of what she's not saying. Because part of psychology is listening to what people say, but also listening to what they don't say. Also pulling out what they don't say. And there are different ways that you can do that. And in this particular video that you guys see on the screen, I knew the minute I saw that video, I knew, because I thought to myself, I know that there are some women out there, not all, there are some women out there who put men on child support because they're angry, they're mad at the man, they want to get back, they have that get back spirit, and they want to get him back. They want to hurt him. Okay? They want to, basically have a way into his pockets, if you will, right? He can't just come by the house, give him money, give the mother money for this, that, and the third. He can't just do that. It has to be a control thing. And see, she doesn't realize that what she is saying is that's what she's done in the past. Because now she's telling us that this man is that she's taking him off child support because child support hurts him, and therefore it hurts them, and it makes it makes difficulties in their relationship. She didn't say that he was not a man that was paying his child support. She didn't say that, because see, a lot of times when we hear videos of women talking about child support and men, they tell us how the man ain't paying the child support, how the man ain't helping take care of the child. But this is not what she said. What she said was she took him off because she wanted to better help them, better help him, so that inadvertently she's helping the overall situation. She didn't say he was a bad father. She didn't mention anything like that. So because she did not mention it, my skill is to go in and pull that out. Listen to the things that she did not say. Now, why is this important? This is important because, again, you can't sit up and complain about how the narrative that goes around about how take complete um women take advantage of the child support system. You can't complain about that not being true when you're the very woman that's doing it and have done it. And see, trying to make that wrong right is not going to make it right, because the person who's really being hurt in the process is the child. And see, instead of, this is not done for the child. She didn't say that this is better for the child. She didn't say that this will be better for her. She said, this is better. I'm doing this to get this man off my back, because I know that I won't be, and I'm telling you guys right now, this woman, she's on social media. This video was on TikTok. So I know for a fact that she sees the conversations that go on about single mother, baby mamas, in which she is. She's a baby mama. She's an unmarried woman that had a child out of wedlock. She wants to make that right. She wants to be redeemed from that. And how can you be redeemed? Is if you find a man who will gladly take you and your child on that's from another man. Now, how are you going to get a man to do that when we right now are living in the age of so many men, particularly Black men, talking about how they don't want no single baby mama, talking about how single baby mamas are the problem, talking about how single baby mamas have messed up the Black community, talking about how single baby mamas ain't worth SHIT. So how is she going to right that wrong? How is she going to get a man to put a ring on it? How is she going to get a man to take on another man's child? You know how she's going to do that? She's going to do that by attempting to come off to be the type of woman that is that works with a man, or that is cooperative, the type of woman that has no baby daddy. You heard it out of her own mouth. She doesn't want the baby because she know the baby daddy issues, the turmoil, that's going to run a man off. See, this is my thing. When you do something for the child, because it's in the best interest of the child, I can put my stamp of approval on that. When you do something because it's in the best interest of the overall family dynamic, I can put my stamp of approval on that. But what I cannot put a stamp of approval on is you sitting up just doing something for a man to get another man, which with that mindset, you're gonna end up right back in the same position. You're gonna be baby mama with number 2 to some other dude. Now, of course, I do not want this for this young lady. This is a beautiful young woman, and I think that her intention is good. I think that she thinks that doing it this way is going to get the end results that she wants, and it may very well. Who knows? I'm not here to say if it will or if it won't, but I can tell you right now, when you do stuff, when you try to take the shortcut, when you try to go around the inevitable, right? When you try to microwave it, right? When you try to band-aid it, see, band-aiding it is not dealing with the actual turmoil, right? Possibly going to get some counseling for the two of you guys so that you can better help, you can better know how to co-parent. See, when you're not doing any of those things and you're strictly doing it for everybody else but you, one thing that I've learned in my growth is that you can't do something for somebody else. I don't care who it is. You can't just do something for your mama, for your daddy, for your kids, for this, for that person, for your job. It has to be for you. You have to do it because you know that that's going to better help you. Because when you run out of gas, when you run out of energy, when you run out of patience and whatever else that it takes to just get through life, just get to the next day, when you run out of it, it's going to be up to you You can't draw love out of somebody else. You got to draw love from you. You can't go off of what somebody else think how you should be treated. You treat you good. And this is why I say that, this young lady, again, I think that she's doing it genuinely, and um she has the best intentions. I do believe that. But I don't think she really understands what she is telling the world. I don't think she understands what she's telling the world. And I think that you got so many people who are out here on the surface, they are high-fiving. On the surface, they are high-fiving, okay? Remember, the surface is just that, it's the surface. But when you go deep within, you see more than what's on the surface. When you go deep within, you see more to the story. You get more clarity, more context. And this ain't even deep. This ain't even deep. But I can tell you that this woman has probably been listening to the Kevin Samuels and all these other different people out here talking about baby mamas and single mothers and how hard it is for them. And for the record, you guys, I am speaking from the mindset of a clinical mindset. That's number one, because that's my background, but also the mindset of a woman. I don't have children. I am a childless woman. Okay. So I don't have a dog in this fight. I'm not a woman who has, kids and got baby day. I don't have none of that. But what I do understand in this situation is that I see the conversations being had all over social media about single mothers. I see the imagery that has been painted about single mothers, and I know for a fact that it affects her because she is a baby mama. And I know that she has probably sat up and tried to think about how she could, at every turn, get a man to take her on with that baby. I bet you if the father of the child was to ask her to get married, she would probably say yes. I bet you that everything this man has done as a reason as to why they're not together would go out the window because of her mindset. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with that, because I do believe in family. And I also do believe in, I know when you're young, people make mistakes. I get all of that. I get all of that. I get all of that. But again, it still has to be done for you. You can't do for somebody else. That burns out fast, quick, and in a hurry. Okay. So, but I don't think she realizes, on the other hand, to me, this video, let me go back to this video, you guys. Hold on. Let me go back to this video. The first video that we watched. I want to break that video down a little bit more, because I don't think that she realizes, I don't think she realizes the masculinity in this, right? So we hear all the time how masculine Black women are. We hear all the time how masculine Black women are, and how, Black women are controlling, and they try to, they're independent woman and they don't need no man. And this is the epitome of that. Okay, not letting a man be a man. This is the epitome of not letting a man be a man, because this is the thing: when you have a child by a man, if that child within itself isn't motivation for that man to get up and do something about his life and to make his life better so that he can provide for that child, if that's not good, if that's not motivation that he needs to do for himself, you are not allowing him to be a man. Part of being a man is that you let a man figure it out, even when you know it. Even though I may know how to do something, even though I may know how to do it better, even though in my mind, I'm thinking I'm helping. But I had to understand that when it came to a man, men have to do it for themselves. That's part of manhood. If mama comes along and grandma come along and and everybody, all these women coming along helping and all that, that's not going to do nothing but cripple that man. You got to let a man be a man. You can't go out and find a man work. The man has to go find himself work, and vice versa. Vice versa. Can you help a man? Can you be a man's helpmate? Absolutely. But being a man's helpmate means that you are in partnership, not just by a child, but in lifetime partnership, marriage, whatever you want to call it. Now, if for whatever reason, y'all, he's chosen not to be with you or you chose not to be with him, then you made that decision. So now it's not your responsibility to help him find a job or help him find work. It's just not. Now, I know that many are probably going to listen to this and hear this and be like, oh, well, that ain't true. That ain't right. Well, why can't? No, that's not manhood. That's not manhood. Manhood is allowing a man to be a man, doing things for himself. And let's just even take manhood out of it. Just a person who will respect stuff. You know what they say? I heard the statement before about, when somebody takes care of something because it's theirs, they take care of it because it's theirs, because they worked hard, because they put in the sweat, tears, whatever, to take care of it, to get it, to retrieve it, to keep the maintenance up on it. But if you just give some people stuff, there's a reason why they don't take care of it. Go back to the video, you guys, because I want to break these videos down. Oh, wait. Let me put it on screen.
So I decided to take my son's father off of child support because it was causing turmoil in our co-parenting relationship. Recently, I looked up a few places for him to get his CDL so that he could possibly start his own trucking company, or he can even carry loads and make money for himself. What I decided was, you know what, Brittany, let me change my mindset. Let me help us take care of our child. And that's co-parenting.
You guys, again, I think that she's coming from a generous, good place. But I don't think that she understands or what she's admitting to what she's done to this man in the past. And it sounds like this man shouldn't have never been on child support. It sounds like she was mad. She was bitter. He pumped and dumped her. And then she ran down to the child support office to put this man on child support, because if he was taking care of his child to begin with, there's no reason that he should have been on child support. None. 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 And she's trying to right a bad thing that she did wrong. That's what this sounds like. Either that, or she's trying to win him back. Or, like she said, if she decides to move on with her life and get with another man, she's trying to win that man over. Now, look at that. Win a man over. What happened to the man winning you over? What happened to you loving yourself, you loving your child, you working on yourself, your finances, your spirituality, your, emotional state? You work on you get you together. And then when the man come along, he likes you because you like you. And then he decides to get to know you further because he likes everything that you've worked on. And then he decides to pursue you, not the other way around, boo-boo. Not the other way around. And again, this comes off very masculine. This comes off, let me do it because you don't do it right. Let me do it because I can do it better. Ain't that what we say Black women be doing to men, that diminishes a manhood, that emasculates a man? Ain't that what it said that Black women be doing? Controlling, thinking that the man that she chose to lay down with is not smart enough to do it himself. He's stupid. He's not that bright. That's what this is giving. That's the vibes that I'm getting. Because when you allow a man to be a man, he does that for him first, then the child, then whatever else is connected to him. Hell, if he don't even do it for him, he's going to do it for the child. But he doesn't do it because you say so, young lady. A man ain't going to do what you tell him to do. A man ain't no child. He's not your son. He's the child's father, not your son. Do we even know if that's what the man wanted her to do? Do we even know if that's the career that the man want to go in? Again, I know she feels like she was trying to help him. But helping a man means you let a man be a man. Let him do that. Let his motivator be his own child. We already know what your motivation is, boo. You motivated to get another man. You motivated to hopefully to get the man that get back with the baby daddy, even possibly. Again, I'm not a baby mother. I can only go off of what I've heard, but I've heard that there are many baby mothers out there who can never let the man go, the baby daddy go. It's always a place in their heart for him. And this is what this is given to me. Now, if again, like I said at the beginning of this video, if in fact this woman put this man on child support because she was doing it out of spite, she was doing it out of jealousy, she was doing it out of malice and bitterness, which it sounds like she was, because again, she didn't tell us that the man was a horrible father and that he was not taking care, he was not supporting his child. She didn't tell us that. She just told us she was going, and one would think that you go to the child support office to put the man on child support because he is those things, not because he don't want to be with you no more. And clearly he wasn't that. So she did it out of spite. That's the problem I have. Not with just her, but any woman who does that. If a man is willing to take care of his child, and he's taking care of his child financially, emotionally, spiritually, everything in between, there is no reason for a woman to run down to the courthouse and put a man on child support. It's wrong. It's demonic. And that's what that's inadvertently what she said she's basically admitting to. Because that's what she's not saying. And of course she would never say that. What woman is unless a woman gets real mad, she may admit that, but you don't see that. It's also given that, to keep, because I've seen this before too, to keep the man from doing illegal activities to make money, the woman go out and find him something legal. This is given that as well. And I'm not saying this is that, but it's given that. Because many women do that. Oh, well, he don't want to stop running the streets, so let me see if I can call Uncle Jojo and Granddaddy Roro to see if we can get my baby daddy a job so that he can make honest money so he's not running the streets. That's a controlling tactic as well. And it's a masculine tactic as well. Because if a man has a child and he doesn't want to stop running the streets solely because he has a child, because now he has a little him running around, there's nothing you can do. You can't change somebody's mind. If y'all don't take nothing away from this video, please take away the fact that you cannot change somebody. You are never going to get with somebody and think that you're going to change and mold them into who you want them to be. That's something that they got to do on their own. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get with this person. You're going to do everything you can for this person, to this person. And then they're going to end up making you eat that because they were not ready. We've seen the videos go viral. The men, the women talking about, oh, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I wasn't mature enough. I didn't know what I had. The person has to be ready. They have to be there themselves. They got to want it for them. If the person don't want it for themselves more than anybody else, there you got to let life teach them. Life is the best teacher of us all. There are things that life will teach people that you could never, that a book could never, that a sermon could never, that a whatever else could never. A podcast, a video, it don't matter. A song could never teach them. Life is the best teacher of them all. Okay. Let's go to the next video. Let's go to the next video. I was not expecting for this video to be long.
So I went to the child support office to take my son.
At all. But, I wanted to really break these videos down because I think that a lot of people are just talking about the child support, just period, point blank. But it's more than just the child support. And like she said, it's a mindset. It's a mindset that I think that she's tapped into. To me, what it looks like is it's a protection mechanism. She has to protect them because if she doesn't, they won't be protected. Because if the man was the protector in the situation, you wouldn't have to do all of that for the man. The man would do it himself. Look, let me tell you something, guys. These so-called high value men that we see on social media that they claim that they high value, I'm telling you, 99% of them are not. High value men are not sitting on the internet. High value men, real high value men, they don't have the time. They don't have the time. They're working, they're making moves, especially if they're in their prime. Now, if they're retired, so-called high value men, that's a different story. That's probably even a different age group, especially with the Black community. A retired high value man, he's probably mid to late 60s because we're talking statistically, Black people, we literally die till we are working till we die. Statistically, most of us are still working when we die. There are very few of us that actually get to retire at 50 or 60 or 40 and retire and just live off of retirement. There are not many of us that get to actually retire and then live after that. That's statistics. You can look it up if you don't believe me. And to be honest with you, it's not even just a Black thing. It's a period, point blank, at least over here in the States thing. Most people have to work until they die because they cannot afford to retire. Most people don't even have jobs these days where the job gives them the benefit of a retirement plan. That's just straight statistics. That's just straight statistics. So, I forgot what I was saying. But anyways, let's listen to this next video. Wait.
So I went to the child support office to take my son's father off of child support because I felt like it was causing us turmoil in our co-parenting relationship. Why would I do that if it's causing us turmoil? Because child support causes you turmoil because it makes everything about the money. When you don't get your child support check, it's about the money. You get mad. Oh, well, he's not doing this. He's not doing that this week. Everything else don't matter. Everything else that he did, it doesn't matter. That's what it was doing to me in my mind. So for me as a mature woman now, taking my son's father off of child support is the best option for me. And now he has our son right now for spring break. And I'm not bothered. I got my time alone and he's doing his part. You have to mature and let people do their part. Don't make it about the money. Once you make it about the money, it's no longer about the child.
So this is how we know that she's not mature, unfortunately, because see, being mature is, you know, knowing that when you lay down and you open those legs and you allow a man to have sex with you without protection, and then you get pregnant. Being mature is understanding what comes with that child if you decide to have the child, right? Now, we don't want to get on the whole abortion conversation because see, this is the thing that has been in the media as well. Abortion, you got certain states that have completely banned abortion, like you can't even get an abortion. You have other states that are a little bit more open. When you have certain rules that have been set and stuff like that, and policies and stuff like that. um that's a whole nother video. See, but when the woman decides to have the child, because you can choose to not have it or not, but when you decide to have the child, then you have to know and be mature enough to know that that child is one of the biggest money pots that you will probably ever have. Raising a child, and I'm talking about a healthy child. I'm not talking about a child that has been deprived of just food, that has been deprived of love and nurturing and caring. I'm talking about a healthy child, a child that, lives in a nice area, goes to a nice school, a child that, has food, and water, and they don't, a child. I'm not talking about the struggle children, okay? I'm talking about just the healthy. And I'm not saying that those things make a child healthy, but you guys get what I'm saying. Please don't do the whole semantics thing. You guys get what I'm saying, okay? I'm talking about that child. When you decide that you are going to have a child, then you are also deciding that there's going to be a lot of money that is needed. Children are not uh, puppies. You can't just go buy a thing of dog food and put out the food in the water and then you go to work. No, it don't work like that. Unfortunately, when you have a child, it is a big financial obligation. This is the oldest conversation in the book, you guys. The oldest. Everybody knows this. Now, should the money that you can pull out of a man be the only thing? Absolutely not. But again, if you're having a child with the man that you open your legs to, that you laid down, that you decided to keep the child from that union, then you're also agreeing to whatever financial obligation comes with that, if the man is there or not. That's the thing. To have a child and think that and to not even think or speak of money or think of the financial obligation is insane. There are studies, and I have to quote Dr. Francis Quells Welsing on this, you guys, who once said that women who have children, women who are older and who have children, so women who are late 20s, early 30s who have children, those children are typically, have a better, are not as at risk for the many things that the child would be if the woman chose to have it at 22, because the mindsets are different, the experience are different. The money that that you can obtain, the career, all of that is different. It's harder when you have the child younger, especially if you're having the child alone, if the man that you have the child with is not there, or he's not in the home, or he's out because he's got another home to take care of, he's got another family to take care of, he's got a whole nother wife and children with that union. It's harder. And this is why I say that, I think the conversation needs to come back because see, this is the thing. Now that teen pregnancy is down, right? Teen pregnancy is down across the board. It's down across all races, just across the board. Teen pregnancy is down. So the teen pregnancy conversation, at least when I was in school, it was a big thing. You know, teen pregnancy, everywhere you look, they were talking about teens and sex and teens and drugs and drinking and driving. All of that was big when I was in high school, right? And nowadays, since the numbers are down, a lot down, you don't really hear about that too much. You don't. You don't hear about that. You don't even see, even on TV, you don't even see the advertisements like you used to when you on TV with the whole teen pregnancy. The TV shows, there were even TV shows about teen pregnancy. You don't even see that. So to not, talk about the financial obligation that will be needed to have a child, to not even think about that is insane. You're setting yourself up for failure. It's a real thing. And any woman or family, whether they're married or not, will tell you that children are not cheap. Raising children in a healthy manner is not cheap. Like I said, children are not puppies. You can't just go buy a bag of dog food and set it up against the wall and leave the house and come in and out when you get ready. No, they're not. Children are not like that. All right, so let's go to the last video and then I'm out. What happened? Let me go to the last video.
So I took my son's father off of child.
Stop. Now, you guys, this woman has made a whole bunch of videos and it's giving she was trying to go viral. There's so many videos on her TikTok about how she took the father off child support. And I think that every video she made, she would get a little bit more attention than the next. And I'm not saying this is for attention, but I mean, let's be honest. If we saw a woman continuously posting pictures of her naked body and her, in a bikini, and then this and then that, we would say she was doing it for attention. If it was the same pictures all the time across the board. And according to her TikTok, it's been the same topic that on, across the board all the time. And then bam, one of the videos went viral. Again, I don't see anything wrong. If this woman thinks that this is the best for her child, and that family dynamic, baby, live your life and do you. Absolutely. But I'm reading behind the words. And I know the environment that this woman is in because we are all Black women. She's a Black woman, as you guys can see. We all see it. We all hear it. The whole baby mamas this and baby mama that and Black women is, oh baby, she's trying to redeem. She's trying to get somebody to wife her so that she would no longer be a baby mama. And she's hoping probably that the man that she has a child with will do it. And that maybe by taking him off of child support, that will work. But this is the thing, boo. That don't work. Look, how many times have we heard the saying, a baby ain't gonna make a man do right, a baby ain't gonna keep no man, a baby ain't gonna make no man marry you. And taking the man off of child support for the baby ain't gonna make him do the right things. It's not. It's not gonna make him marry you. And I hope that's not what she thought and what she's thinking is going to happen. There are so many men who sit up and talk about how they don't want a baby mama. So I think that if in her mind, she's thinking that if If she could just find a way to get around that, find a way to get redeemed from that, find a way to just see, don't look at me. Don't look at me being a baby mama. Look at what I did. See what I did. So if me and you have kids, then I won't put you on child support either. You won't be on there either. Cause when you're trying to woo somebody in on false pretenses, baby, it's not gonna work. It's not, and the sad thing about it is she don't even have to do that. I know a lot of men who are with women that have children from a previous relationship, marriage or whatever. People in my family, um, so there, now depending on the type of man, it may be hard. Again, I can't speak. I don't want to speak too much on that because I am not a single mother. I don't know, and I don't want to even attempt to know what it may be like in the dating world. So I don't want to do that. If you are, you can tell us down in the comment section. But I am just going off of what I believe and what I think because I do have friends and family members that are. So here's the last video.
So I took my son's father off of child support because I feel like it would be better for our co-parenting relationship. It was causing us a lot of turmoil. And then what I did was I had to look at my own life, and I noticed that, you know what? It's stunting my growth as well because I'm trying to move on in life into another relationship, but no man wants to be with a woman who is coming with drama, especially baby father drama.
There she said it, you guys. That is it. That's why she's doing this to get a man. She's doing this to get a man. She wants a man to accept her. And she wants to make it easy for this man to accept her. So if I can just get my baby daddy to act right, another man who will come in, he gonna accept me. And this is the thing, boo. Look, you gotta go among those who want you. I say this all the time. You can sit up and you can listen to men say, I don't like dark skinned women. I don't like fat women. I don't like skinny women. I don't like women that wear weave. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like girls with big feet. I only like girls at this height. I only, want a girl come from a two-parent family home. I only want this and I only want that. You can sit up and listen to all of that. But at the end of the day, boo, you gotta go around who want you and like you. Period. You hear somebody say something about, oh, well, I don't date dark skinned women and you're a dark skinned woman. Okay, well, then go with the ones that do. Because there are many that do. There are. You around a dude, oh, I don't like women that wear weave. Okay, then go around among the dudes who don't care. That's how I see it. But you don't try to augment your life. I mean, girl, you can't control the actions of another human being. Because you can take that man off of child support and he can still decide to act a fool. He can still decide to keep up the turmoil. Because I'm going to tell you something. You're still going to be left with the parenting skills. He parents one way, you may parent another. You're still going to be left with what's going on in his household because he ain't with you. And best believe there's another woman that he will be with because he is a man and men have needs. And you may have a problem with the women or woman that is around your child with him. It's going to always be something. Even if you're married, anybody that's been married a good length of time, over 5 years, or probably even less than that, they will tell you there's always going to be something. So trying to augment, I mean, it's given, I'm sorry, you guys, it's given desperate. And again, if in fact this was a good man and he was taking care of his child financially, emotionally, spiritually, and all of the above, There is no reason why this woman should have ever put that man on child support. And the only reason why, if in fact he was all of those things, a good man doing what he needs to do for his child, and she went and put him on child support anyway, that speaks more about her than it does the father. And that's what that's what was not said, but that's what I see. So that's all I have, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave your comments in the comment section below. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.